Hello, YouTubers. This is my first video, so no nasty messages, please. These are both 6-inch tie lights. Cold Steel makes them. Let's talk about where I got them first. I got them from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I purchased this one about a year and a half ago. This is the zytell handle. This is the steel handle. The difference in prices on both of these knives compared to what the prices are on Cold Steel are dramatic. Something like $40 or $50 less. So I thought maybe I was buying a knockoff. I thought maybe this knife could have been a knockoff. So I called Cold Steel and I asked them. I said, "Hey, Smoky Mountain Knife Works is selling this knife here for far less than $140. They said, "We do not compete with our distributors." And so I called up Smoky Mountain and I said, "Hey, am I getting a knockoff knife?" You know, not expecting to get the truth, but they said flat out, "We buy so many knives from them that we can offer them at a much cheaper rate." And I can honestly say that this is without a doubt the Cold Steel real deal, and it's a good knife. It is a whole lot cheaper at Smoky Mountain than it is to buy it from Cold Steel. Now, this knife I carry with me. I carried this knife with me for 3 months on end, but about 2.5 months in, I lost my pocket clip, and the zytell handle is what it came off of. This knife I threw against walls. I stabbed it through a steel pot. You know, I have done things with this knife that this knife was never really meant to do. They advertise it on television. So I wanted to see if it could really do it or not, and it really can. It is a good knife. After throwing it a few times, I got a little bit of play here. I didn't like that. I also do not like the shiny stainless steel, AU8SA stainless steel, but it's still a very good knife. I just don't like the zytell handle because the pot clip fell right out. And after beating the snot out of this thing and resharpening it and all that, it got a little play in there, and that's not good. However, as you can see, that knife is still very solid. This is the aluminum Cold Steel tie light, and you might notice that it's nowhere near as shiny. Pocket clip is steel, of course, and it's black. And it's mounted to the aluminum handle, and it is just solid. That thing is not going anywhere, and that is good. This knife is without a doubt far more solid in feel, and it's only about 35 to 40 bucks more, I think, on Smoky Mountain. It is without a doubt a better knife to buy, and it is tough. Without a doubt, it's as tough as the first one that I got, and I just think that the aluminum handle, of course, not so shiny, because this thing shines like a silver dollar when you got your aluminum pocket clip on there and all that. It's just a really shiny knife. I don't like to attract attention. I like it when things don't shine. I stick it in my pocket, so that is one advantage of this knife. This knife is every bit as good as the other, and a little bit more, but much recommend you to get the aluminum handle over the zytell handle knife, because the aluminum handle is just so much tougher, and of course, you know, no shake, solid as it can be, solid as a rock. And for a folding knife, in my opinion, this is the best knife on the market. Thank you. Have a good night.